you mentioned other musicians and how, they're just producing and not really thinking about any of the business aspects of it. I mean, it sounds like in some capacities, that's what about what you guys have been doing is just building and building and building. How do you guys make business decisions since this is a business?
How do we make business decisions?
So I mean, everything else is so analytical. You look at this chart and it's there, and with this, it's like, you have to.
We speak. I mean,
you have to figure out what to do.
Right. Well, it's not right. It's not just our input. Like, we're speaking with tons of musicians, tons of producers. We have a pretty extensive network. We've been a part of 2 music tech accelerators: Google for Startups, the Project Music, and also Walifornia out of Belgium. Rob's network has been awesome, like bringing in and having conversations with all types of musicians, creators, but also artist managers, record labels. And there's been a ton of work done in terms of like customer discovery and like business development, in terms of like strategy of, who is the right target market for this. Back in the day, like a year and a half ago, I'd say, initially we were focused like as more of a B2B kind of enterprise, tool. And like kind of as we were building it and started adding features and things, what we like kind of were seeing was, hey, like actually, and like really learning about the industry and like the economics of the trends and what's happening there. It's like we're just trying to take it in, and we're trying to get a pulse for where things are going and what the needs are for the market that's out there, and then what that market looks like, right? And like, what are we? Another part of it is like, what can we do the most uniquely than anyone else in the world? And so a part of that also decision with like creators and their teams is like the type of analysis we do by different features of music. So when I say harmony, melody, rhythm, dynamics, and timbre, part of those pilots we were conducting with Universal and others was that it's not just a number, like a Dopr score and a streaming projection. That's like the beta is kind of focusing on that. But what underlies that information are very specific data at a song level about those different features and their amount of surprise. So to make that a little more clear is that we generated, let's say you have like an audio file from left to right, like you would on like a SoundCloud where you can see kind of the waveform. And across that audio file, we have an ideal like window of surprise and what that looks like. And what we can do is we can chart over time where your song is hitting or missing in terms of being within this like kind of ideal range given your target audience, target sound space and such. And so to me, there were a bunch of indicators and kind of input from the industry, things that were happening, from advisors on our team, from Rob's experience, from, like in the industry, and like just really going through the process of designing, testing, building the model, trying things to make like the accuracy metrics on that improve. And I think the real test that we're looking forward to now is putting all of that information together into a product that's basically ready to go out the door and say, now what needs to be different? What are like the best things? What are the worst things? What features do you need to see to make this useful? Like, we have a laundry list of next feature add-ons for like, as we open up the beta more widely. But we, like you're saying, Zach, it's like we can be very theoretical and and like make our decisions based on all the information we can take in. But you're really not going to know how people are finding value and how they're using, both from analytics and from their own just qualitative reports, what's working and what's not, and what the next kind of move is.
Well, stay tuned, I guess, is the answer, right? I mean,
stay tuned.
Yeah. Super excited about the possibilities in your future ahead.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. Anything that we haven't talked about?